Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mr. Bumcrack. Good morning, Jabbis. How are you guys this morning? So, how was your day going, Todd?
Yeah,
You packing your 50 items?
just marvelous.
Good morning, Mr. Sadie. Excuse me. What's going on?
Yeah, not 50. I'm packing 9.
I'm gonna leave that alone. Uh, just 9?
That's a lot for me.
Is eBay broken?
eBay is so weird. On Wednesday, my total sales were $20. And yesterday, my total sales were 805. So, you look at your chart of sales and it just
Right.
zigzags all over the place. But Wednesday, it was 20 on the chart. And then yesterday, it was 805. So weird.
Good morning, Lag.
So
Well,
weird.
if you were to plot out your monthly sales, does
Yeah.
it pretty much stay flat, or does it go down, or?
Oh, that's what you got to look at, really. You
I mean,
know,
yeah, because like in
but
you have a $20 day, and then you have a $500 day. Up and down, up and down.
I see so many YouTubers, though, that go, oh, I've had a horrible 8 day stretch. It's like the beginning of January, Josh,
Right.
he sold hardly anything the first 8 days of January. And I look at my January, it was pretty steady. I mean, it's the biggest January I've ever had. Um, and John has also had periods of just like almost zero sales. But mine, until yesterday and the day before, has stayed, just pretty much within a range. Anyway, I don't know what's happening. eBay is just weird.
Well, I think looking at it over at the on a monthly basis. Good morning, James. Good morning, Mike. You came in while Todd was talking. Um, Vintage. Good morning to you too. Lag. I was wondering where you were at. What's the matter? Your mom didn't get your pancakes on time. I just think that you need to look at your monthly total because there's going to be days where nothing makes.
I can smell the Bengay from here.
Yeah, go ahead. You know, uh, See my shirt my son got me for my I don't know,
Classic.
Christmas. I think I'm not
Oh,
old. I'm a classic. That's me.
yeah.
Um, I just think you need to look at the overall time because
It. I think the biggest factor is what you're selling. Um, yeah, I went and did my auction pickup on Monday, and yesterday's big sales are pretty much all due to the new stuff I got listed from that. Um, I did an auction pickup. I paid $850 for all the auction lots,
right.
and I've already sold $500 worth of it. And I haven't even listed a fourth of it. So, I
So as
mean,
far as your expenses of purchasing the product that's to sell, you've already recouped all of that, or just
uh,
about all of it.
yeah, probably 2/3 of it is I've got the inventory paid for. So I'm like, yeah, a lot of good sales, bad sales for me turns out to be what I'm selling. It's like I still haven't sold a single one of those 10,000 band-aids I got, but I have sold both of the DeWalt drills that I got Monday. Uh, People need tools.
You know, I sometimes it's just what people. I mean, people buying doesn't make any sense. I went into a food line on Tuesday because Wednesday was yesterday and yesterday was Valentine's Day. On Tuesday, and the place was packed. And I stopped by. I stopped by and picked up Valentine's dinner the day before Valentine's dinner because normally Valentine's Day in Charlotte is hell. You know, if you
Yeah,
want to take
Jameis.
out, you have to, you know, you better book it in the morning if you want it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So, I stopped by there and picked up Longhorn and brought it home. And I was talking to the girl that brought it out. She said, "I'm sorry, I'm late. I'm the only one here, and I'm running the bar and bringing the takeout." And I said, "That's okay. That's okay. It's only like 5 or 10 minutes late, and that's I figured because of the kitchen with all the cars in the driveway." I said, "What's up with that?" She says, "My manager was just asking me what was up with that," and she said normally the day before, like Valentine's Day, is real slow because everybody's going to come in on Valentine's Day. Yesterday, I went into the Food Lion to pick up the grocery store, pick up some stuff, and it just about echoed in there. And I, and I know the store manager, and I said, "Where?" I said, "Where's everybody at?" He said, "That's the question I've been asking all morning long." He said, "Valentine's Day is usually busy, even if it's just people coming in and picking up flowers, because they had this big display of flowers." And he said, "So people better come in here and buy some flowers." I said, "Is that paper scan?" And he said, "No." He said, "We have purchased those." So I just think it's what kind of mood the people are in shopping. If that made any sense at all,
Sure.
people don't just there's just no rhyme to reason to people shopping.
Yep, yep. So,
It's
yo,
and that's groceries and stuff like that is something people has to buy. People don't have to buy that widget that you know for their collection from Lag or from Josh or whoever. And
so, yep. Beard always talks about how Sony sells.
uh huh,
So does Bose.
yeah, of course Bose does.
I got this at the auction I got a stack of electronics, like 8 different stereo electronics. And this was in there. I paid $44 for the stack. And guess how much this sold for?
How much?
I said, guess. You're not
$190.
guessing. Close. 200.
Really?
And I took an offer. I had it listed for like 250 or something. I said 200's enough. So that stack of electronics is already way in the profit. I haven't even tested the other stuff yet.
There's brand hoes out there that buy something because it's got a brand name on it, whether they need it or not. It just looks good sitting on their shelves. Good morning, Scott. I saw you making a comment in there. 225. He's probably saying that you didn't sell it for enough, Todd.
Probably not. But also yesterday, craziness happened. A lady bought some jewelry from me. She bought 7 pieces of sterling silver jewelry. And that was a fun cha-ching, man. It went cha-ching, cha-ching, ching, ching, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Right?
I don't know if you've ever gotten a
No,
buyer
I
that
would
did
never have
like
had that happen before.
a multiple item purchase from you. But it did all 7 cha-chings, just like they overlapped.
Well, good. Good morning, Sue.
Hi, Sue. I
Good
think
morning, Tommy.
Sue needs to come in and talk to us.
She's been
She's a
doing this for a
nice
while.
lady.
Yes, she is.
Mm-hmm. Tommy
Yep.
needs to come in and talk to us. He's a nice guy.
Tommy.
Yeah, sometimes he's nice.
Tommy's the shoe man.
I'm a shoe man.
Um,
Do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm a shoe man. Boom, 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 boom.
yes.
Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. Yeah. Was it Aretha that sang that?
I think so. Yeah.
It kind of sounded like she was saying ching, but it was chain.
Are we going to go on the Timu thing again this morning, Lag?
Hey,
What?
this
Hey.
morning Johnny pointed out that Timu on their app is accessing all of your personal information.
Okay.
Your phone number, your date of birth, the people you chat with on social media, the people that you message on your phone. They're getting all that. Timu is getting all of that information. And it's been reported and it's being investigated by the Better Business Bureau.
Well, maybe to shut them down.
Yeah, that's probably true, Tommy, but
Yeah. Everything that you do stores data. Those little those store loyalty cards. That's all about collecting data.
but I just throwing it out there. There's kind of been some warnings out there about what Timu's been doing. AOL 9.2.
Well, you know what, Tommy? I always liked AOL, their interface. And, you know, I just, it would be worth $6 a month to have a secure interface that you're getting me. You could really filter your emails and junk mail and all that kind of crap. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. They all are pulling your information.
You
They're
think
looking
that's
at
it,
what
Tommy?
I mean. And what's spooky is I can Google search something, and then when I pull up AOL, not AOL, when I pull up YouTube, I start getting videos about something that I just Google searched. I mean, and it's something that I normally wouldn't look at. Biogas plants, and then all of a sudden I'm getting ads from biogas plant suppliers. Yeah, that's why you're getting that, Kent.
I don't. I don't think I have, Tommy, but I don't doubt it. Beard's a biogas plant.
Yeah, I know. What you doing this morning, Scott? But it's so you got 9 things going out today. You packing them now, shipping them now.
I got 9 orders, but uh, 15 items,
Right.
16, whatever that lady bought. She bought like 7 different pieces of sterling silver jewelry from me. And it was like, oh, I just sold something else. I didn't hear that. How did you hear that? And I didn't hear it. I just sold a.
Lag says he bought 7 items yesterday from you.
I just bought a. You live in Brooklyn, New York? Because that's where it's going.
Brooklyn.
Let's see, I just sold a Camelback.
Good morning, Mr. Sadie.
You know what a Camelback is, don't you?
Well, no, actually, I don't. Is that a bag?
It's a little backpack, but instead of putting stuff in it, it's got a bladder, and you fill it with water, and then you drink out of that tube.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Only when my younger days and I snow skied a lot, we filled those full of wine. It kept your blood flowing, kept you warm, especially on those long chair lifts rides to the
Yeah.
top.
Sadie filled his Camelback with Mick Ultra.
Yeah. Um,
Do, do.
Did you hear that the Super Bowl celebration got shot up in my state yesterday?
yeah, I heard about that.
In your
We
state,
can't do anything wrong.
I thought the
Yeah, my
parade was
state,
shot up in Denver.
Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, it was Kansas City? Oh, yeah, Kansas.
Yeah.
Never mind. Why am I
That's
saying
bad.
Denver?
Oh,
Yes,
Roberta was telling me about it.
somebody, a performer was killed, right?
I didn't hear the details on who. I know one got killed and several were in critical condition and several in non-critical condition, like up to 15 people were injured or something.
Did they
Yeah.
get the person?
Was it a performer that got killed?
I think I read that
They made sure,
somewhere.
They made 2 arrests, but I don't know. Like I said, I kind of didn't see the any of the later interviews, so I don't know what happened. But
Hey, Sadie, I made the money yesterday.
yeah, I saw your text. I was doing the Valentine's Day stuff, so I didn't look at my phone much.
Yeah, getting jiggy with it, were you?
A Romance in the Stone.
Romancing the stone.
What you got going on up there today, Mr. Sadie?
Not a hell of a lot, to be honest with you.
Yep.
My plan is to lay low. Is my plan.
When the boss is away. Hmm.
Right.
Now are you his farm manager also, or you just his ma- maintenance person?
Oh, he don't have. Yeah, he don't really have a farm, Tom. He's got property, but we don't farm anything. We buy everything outside.
Well, I was just talking about he had that big piece of property, and it seemed like from the little bit of video you've showed on it, it looks like it could be kind of a high maintenance kind of deal.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. I control all that. I don't do it, but I control it.
His lawn service and stuff like that comes in.
Yeah, lawn service, cool guys. We got people to come in and restock the wine cellar and stuff like that. I control all that stuff. It's
Restocking
like
the
running.
wine cellar.
Oh yeah, it's like running a business.
You must run. He must run through a lot of wine.
He spends as much money on lawn care as my total bills probably for the month.
Well, when you got a big piece of property, that's what it's called. I mean, that's what it takes. Yeah, he's can't. He's his right hand man,
Can't get this
the fixer.
to fix her in.
You just stay busy during the day, don't you?
I like to stay busy. I mean,
Well, that makes time go by faster. Where are you at? It looks like you got a shower
I'm at,
curtain hanging up behind you.
no, that's the stage.
Oh, y'all getting ready to have a show, or you just that's where it's stored at?
No, he used to rent a stage for all his special events at his house, and it got so expensive he just had one built. So that's. I thought I showed it before.
You have. Tom just forgot.
No, I was just asking. It looked like
Just
you were. Well, I didn't know whether. What I actually thought you were in was a room at the plant. You know where they have the plastic curtains looking things that kind of keeps the air from circulating from one room to another.
It's my favorite part.
How long does it take you to set that thing up?
Probably about 20 minutes. It don't take long.
Oh, we don't.
Quicker than building a stage out of wood.
Yeah, I did that before.
I was watching a video. It's about a camper that just went into production. It's like, what, 8 by 30. But by the time it finishes expanding out, it's like 24 feet wide and 30 feet long, and it's like a two-bedroom house. That would be Roberta's kind of camping. if she don't, if she has to put her shoes on, she's not participating. And we grew up camping in. I mean, they were clean, but they were like concrete floors and concrete walls, and bathhouses and campgrounds and things like that. But yeah, they get now these hydraulics on these trailers. They can. Um, One of the guys I follow on YouTube, he has what do you call them? The carnival, like at a carnival, the concessions trailers. That's what they're called. And I mean, it looks like a nice dead building by the time he gets everything lowered down and raised up. It's got a deck that drops down and a roof that raises up over where the customers stand. And all he does is it's got to be hooked up to his car or his truck, so he's got the power. But he pushes a couple of buttons, and the hydraulics lift everything in place and lock everything in place. And it's not like the daggum dodgy looking trailer, concessions from days gone by. Yeah, I do know a guy. And see, that's kind of stuff I like looking at on YouTube is stuff like that.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, it's fascinating some of the stuff that they come up with, and um,
And I like watching that guy go across Alaska with his little cabin truck, the truck with the little log cabin on the back of it.
right.
It gets like 60 below, and I mean he's totally self-sustained. I mean he could be
Good
out there for weeks at a time.
good morning, Joanna. Yeah, yeah, I've seen him. The snow will be up to just about to the top of his wheels, and he's like, "Well, I guess I
Yeah,
won't be going any place." And he just turns the heat up and gets a book out, edits his
yeah, it's pretty
videos.
cool. Man.
I mean, it is pretty
Right.
cool. And if you're young, it's it's time. That's when it's time to be doing stuff, doing exciting things like that.
People with no
Tommy,
arms.
it's because one of these days, these youngsters like Tommy and them, are going to wake up to the fact that they're not young anymore, and it's kind of more difficult to do what you would like to be doing. I mean, we used to, we've talked about boating and whatnot before, Mr. Sadie. We used to get on the skis and ski for miles, nonstop down on the Waccamaw River. And now, if I even thought about getting on a pair of skis, my legs would be saying, "No, hell, you're not."
Yeah, it wouldn't end well either for me if I did that. My uncle passed away yesterday, so I got to deal with the
Oh,
Oh,
sorry
funeral
to hear
coming
about
up.
that.
Yeah, he had cancer and been sick for a while. But they discharged him from the hospital. He goes home, he coughs up blood and passes out, and that's it.
Hmm.
hmm.
Were you close
Ugh.
to him?
Growing up, I was pretty close to him. Yeah, I stayed at their place quite a bit. They owned a. His wife, my aunt, is from Thailand, so they had a Thai restaurant as I was growing up as a kid. I worked there. I stayed with him a lot when I was younger. So yeah, I guess you could say I was pretty close to him. And in his older days, I probably wasn't as close, but uh, it's never fun to go through
Right.
this stuff. But we're all in line, man. We're
Yep.
all in line.
Mhm.
Yep. And whatever age just because you're at certain age, doesn't mean that you're first or last on the line. When your number's up, your number's up. Good morning, Texas.
Yeah,
I didn't see you come in
that's
before.
right. Yeah, thanks everyone for your wishes. There, I appreciate it. Like I said, it was he had two daughters. My cousins, they're having a rough time, but you know, naturally.
Did you learn how to cook Thai while you were there? When you were working at the
No,
restaurant?
I worked. I wash dishes.
You wash dishes.
Yeah, I was like 14 when I worked there.
When my younger brother was about 10 or 11, he worked like like every other Friday night at a fish camp in Rock Hill, bussing tables. And damn, people would lose their mind if they saw somebody that young working like bussing tables in a restaurant, and they knew that
Right,
they weren't members of the family.
right.
That blood lets you get around a lot of things.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. I used to get in trouble because I would eat all the cashews. They put the cashews in all their food and stuff. Cashew
right.
chicken and all that stuff. And then I would get fresh cashews, and I used to love to eat them. and
Good
the,
morning,
and the little
Diesel.
thing that they kept them in, it
Right.
would always be empty because I'd be chewing on them. My granddaughter comes home from South Carolina this weekend. She turns 21 on Saturday.
Cool. Is she at Fort Jackson? Where did you say she was at?
Her her fiance is, I think that's where he's at. I
Right.
could be wrong.
Air Force? I mean, Army?
Army, yeah.
Yeah, that's Fort Jackson.
He's
Uh,
full time and she's reserves.
okay. So everybody in the chat, what y'all sales like today? I've had a rash of making offers, but only one person has paid for anything. So it's sitting here on my desk. As soon as I finish with this, I got to pack it, which will take me like a minute because I throw it in a padded envelope with a packing list and slap the label on it. The label's already printed out.
I just read youngest on the panel by far, Sadie.
Yeah, he's catching up with us. Good morning, Felix.
Turd.
That's all right. Todd, at least we don't have adult grandchildren.
I don't have any grandchildren. My
Well,
boys,
I know that.
that's
Me
fine.
either. But I'm just saying we don't have any adult grandchildren. He'll
That's why
probably
you're
be a
both
great.
rich.
He'll be a great grandfather before we even become grandfathers.
I know it.
Yeah, that's why you manage to keep some of your money. If you have grandchildren, you don't get to keep your money.
Oh Lord. I bet your granddaughters were spoiled rotten when they first came along, since your wife had only had boys.
Oh, they're still spoiled right on any of them. But my youngest son Matthew, he recently started selling back on eBay, and he's tearing it up. I mean, he's probably, I think he's been back on there like 3 weeks, and he's done like 8 grand or something.
Dang.
Uh, he sold a book the other day called Crackers for $200. I don't know what's so special about it. He bought it on a $5 table at the auction.
Crackers isn't something that you eat, or crackers is they're making you
Well,
fun. It's a fun of white people.
right. I don't know. I don't know what the contents of the book is, but I know the title of it's Crackers because he sent me a screenshot when he sold it.
Now I'm curious.
Yeah, it'll be in the sold. I don't.
No, I'm just looking to see if I can find one. The colorful culture of Florida. Yep, it's either crackers, crackers that you eat or crackers white people? Who would who would have thunk? Oh Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I
Who?
don't know what's so special about it, but
Well,
199 is what he sold it for.
somebody saw it, somebody wanted it, somebody bought it.
Oh, it's got a sell through rate. It's not the first time.
Right.
Oh yeah, there it is. There it is, right there.
Good morning, two hip
Crackers,
chicks.
Crackers by Ed Ruscha, Ruscha, 1969. Complete photo book. Also, it's a photo book.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Just got a $50 offer for a $150 necklace.
Why do people do that?
I don't know.
Are they wondering if you're desperate for money, or a person is desperate for money?
I mean, I don't mind if people try that, but I just counter offer. Go on. Takes 2 seconds to send them a counter offer,
Yeah.
so no biggie.
Well, they're just fishing
You,
to see how
you
low they
probably
can get it.
you probably get a lot of that stuff with the gold and silver, huh?
Yeah, it's a little Jane. Jane Seymour. She did a jewelry line for
Mm-hmm.
K Jewelers, and it was a little gold necklace, and buy it now or best offer. They offered $50, and my asking price is 150. I'm like, oh well, it's kind of funny.
So did you go back with $160 offer?
Nah, I did 140. I do I do generally come down because I get the stuff cheap enough to
Yeah.
counter
I
offer a little bit, but
Every now and then I'll get a goofy offer like that, and then I'll counter with a 10% discount or something, and they'll buy the damn thing. I think sometimes they're just kind of feeling me out.
Yeah, it's like I think it was Felix that said 99% of the world haggles. Was he the one that said that?
hey,
Yeah.
Glock, it's been a minute, hadn't it, Glock, since he's been on?
90% of the world. Good morning, Glock. It's been a while. It has been a while. Um,
Well, I will take a reasonable offer. It's like I had a $200 offer for this, and I accepted because I may have $5 into it. But that's how much of 250 is. I took off $50, so but I'm still way in the profit on it. So,
right. Well, sometimes it just takes
but there's a
people feel
big
like they they got a couple of um, they got a couple of bucks off of it, or they got something out of it. Like you could say, oh, I can't go down on the price, but I can do free shipping or something of that sort.
yeah, I undersold it, Kent. I know I did. I heard people asking 350 for those, but I don't have to worry about what other people do.
Right.
But yeah, there's a big difference in a $200 offer for a $250 item and a $50 offer for a $150 item. I don't accept offers that are less than 50%. I probably don't accept offers for less than 75%.
I sold. I accept offers, but I have a minimum that if it's beneath this number, then I don't. I never see it. It's automatically denied. And I sold a bicycle seat. The thing's got springs under the seat. I mean, that sucker's it's gonna cost $30 to ship the thing. And people, it sold, and I went in there to write up do the shipping on it, and like 20 people had made offers that were like it was a $200 seat. It sold for $200, and they were making offers of like $50, $40, and of course I never saw them. There was like 20, 25 offers that I never saw people making those low offers on it. And I didn't. First of all, I didn't even know that showed up in the eBay. Showed up on the eBay. I mean, it used to be you'd have to go up and click a button and look at see if look at offers and whatnot. So that's all right, Mr. Sadie. I know you. I know you have connection problems out there in Missouri. Well, Tamara, that's a being able to make an offer. Maybe that motivates people to see if to buy, even though if they get $1 off, that's $1. They got the man. They did them in. Um, it's like those $7.50 checks we got from the settlement of what was it, Google?
Google. Yeah, Google.
So we got Google for $14. We got them. We got the best of them. Did Yeah, Mr. Felix, there are a lot of corporate resellers. I mean, it's a good. It was like I mentioned before. My nephew, the company he worked for, they were using Amazon as their distribution center, their warehousing and their distribution center, and and a marketing outlet. Good morning, Jim and Tara. What is DTC, Kent? Yeah, Felix, they're cutting out their middleman, their resellers. Oh, direct to consumer. That makes sense. It Wow, Glock. What kind of stuff were they selling that they folded? And they were selling $2 million a day.
How
Well,
do you
cool
go out
too.
of business if you're selling 2 million a day? Sheesh.
Yeah, I
Of
mean,
course.
how was that going? How was whatnot going for you? Two hip chicks.
Two hip chicks, y'all doing your lunchtime show today? I think they do Tuesday, Thursdays, right?
I don't know. Hope you're doing good today, John. Um, Kent Folklore, the thing about the company that went busted for 2 million. So what
Oh,
is it?
they counter
Uh,
offered with 100.
you, they countered offered with for 100.
Yeah, they doubled their price. I ain't gonna do that either, but I'll
So
sure counter back at them.
you're going to go down to 130,
135.
135.
Yep, that's my bottom dollar right there, 135.
Do you ever say final offer 135 or
Uh,
anything like that?
yeah, I'll say thank you for your interest. My best price for this item is 135. Yeah, same, John. But I mean, yeah.
Mr. Sadie says he wouldn't go any lower than 137.54.
Yeah, I might take 130 if they counter offered 130, but I ain't
Make them
going any
come up.
lower really.
Okay. It was called Pharma Packs. I heard of those. Heard of them. I think those. I think those are the people that you'd order your prescriptions through, and they would put them. They would prepackage them in little packets with your daily dose or your morning dose or your evening dose. That had to be a very hands-on, intensive deal.
Oh, they got dispensing machines for that. They can automate almost anything.
Yeah, but even in pharmacies where people are handling it, they always the pharmacist has to check the prescriptions before they go out because you can kill somebody.
Hi.
Did they buy it?
No.
We'll give them a few minutes.
So, 24K wants me to show a picture of his new watch. I don't know if it's new.
Okay, that's nice. Hang on. Who is that? I can't read the name on it. Who is that?
Uh, Audemars Piguet, Piguet, Pig. Piguet.
Okay. That's not gaudy looking. That looks okay,
Yeah.
Felix. I just expect Felix to be wearing a big old gold Rolex with them diamonds, half carat diamonds all the way around the outside of it.
154.
Old rappers' watches. Is Richard Millet or Millie or whatever it was? Is that a watch or is that a person? Oh, that's a watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do, do.
I'm not. Those are a little bit too much for my taste. I'm a simple person, as you already know that.
I could run with that and make a joke, but I won't.
Yeah.
Oh, did I get a counter offer? Yeah, I did. 110.
Dang.
Uh,
I'd move it back up to 140.
you would. No, I'm not that. I'm not that type of person.
Are you gonna make him a counter offer? Or are you gonna just let it go?
Yeah, I'll counter with the same offer I gave him last time. 135.
Or just a thank you for your offer, but no thank you.
So they got to come up another 15 bucks or no deal. Sure does help when you sell a higher dollar item. So many times I'll sit here and list $15 items, and it takes a bunch of those to equal one big item. It's a lot more fun to sell high dollar items.
Good morning, Beth.
High for me.
Yeah.
Just respond back with a counteroffer. Nah, nah, can't do that. Nah. What was that commercial with a goat that was saying nah, nah, nah? No, nah, nah, nah. Haven't declined yet. I give it a 50-50 chance.
Yeah. You can't beat those odds in the casino at the poker table.
Yeah, well, I don't know about poker table. Live poker sure is fun, but I figure all the live poker I've played at a table, I'm about 50-50. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose.
We have got a couple of cruises booked, and we're getting free drinks in the casino because of the money we played, plus a discounted room. Actually, got several free interior rooms. and we didn't play with that much of our own money. It was all that winning and losing and winning and losing and winning and losing that added up.
Smells like being gay on those cruises.
Yeah, you just be that way. Now, listen, that cruise when we went to the Panama Canal, that was.
Oh, they bought it.
Did they?
Yeah.
Good. Um, that was an old people's cruise. You know, there was a traffic jam from all the scooters going to the buffet.
Oh, also going to talk about. I got a negative feedback yesterday. A, Can- a
Why?
Canadian, a Canadian buyer. Yes. They bought a hockey jersey. Go figure that. They bought a hockey jersey from me on the 31st of January, and I mailed it on the 31st of January. And it still hadn't arrived. And they gave me a negative feedback for because they're getting it so late. So I know eBay will take it off, but um, yeah, how am I supposed to fix? And it went through eBay International Shipping, so it's eBay's fault that it got there late, not mine.
So it did arrive. It just late.
No, it's not there yet.
Yeah, they'll pull it off.
Well,
That's not your problem. I mean, that's not your fault.
Sadie, it got to wherever the eBay distribution point is for Canada, Indiana or somewhere. It got there in 2 days. No, it went from we have a Fort mail distribution out of here out of Fort Worth. But it wasn't the American shipping. It stalled out when it got to Toronto on the 9th, and today is the 15th, and it's still not there. So it's been sitting in Canada for 6 days. No movement on the tracking.
Well, you know, hell, she might have to. She might live in one of those places where the train only runs by it once a month, and and they throw the bag. You know, they
Yeah,
throw their mail out in a bag by the side of the railroad tracks.
Josh intercepted it.
Josh intercepted it.
Yeah, it's been sitting in Toronto for 6 days. Not not even and they paid. Yay. Man, I got $1,000 worth of stuff going out today,
Dang.
including yesterday's sales and today's. That's a lot for me. That's a lot. That's a whole
Well, you know,
lot.
that goes back to what we were talking about earlier about, you look at your, weekly sale number, your monthly sale number.
I'm rich.
Um,
I'm telling you, I'm rich.
Good morning, Scan. Is that is that good, or like when you look at this month? I mean, this week. Are you overall? Are you looking at increase in sales? Pretty much flat.
February's been kind of slow for me. Even with yesterday's sales, I'm down 14% over the last 31 days. I had a bang up January, man. I sold a bunch of stuff in January.
Mr. Say, Mr. Sadie says he'd like to borrow you 1,000 since you made 1,000 today, and
Uh,
he'll gladly pay you on Tuesday.
I can't do it. I'm already going to buy some more at the next auction.
Speaking of which, you got to go see the girlfriends today, don't you?
I do. They can't live without smelling my high karate.
I hear you.
They gave me a good tip last Thursday. The lady that works in housewares
Uh
said,
huh.
"You need to look at the that Facebook group that's China and Crystal." And she showed it to me, and I joined the group, and I sold a pair of wine glasses a couple of days ago for, what was it, $70? No, $60. I thought that was good. And Facebook doesn't charge fees. Yay! Winning.
Alrighty. Well, it's 10:02. I need to get out of here. Todd's got to go see his girlfriends.
Yep. You're in the group of China and Crystal buyers, lag. That's a good site because there's just about as many buyers on there as there are sellers. A lot of the Facebook groups like that are just sellers,
Right.
there's just people that have stuff. But this one, they got a lot of buyers too. And it's a pretty big group. They have nearly 20,000 members in that Facebook group. Yeah, no customer support. If they don't
Right.
like it, you know, I'll still accept a return for refund, but
Well, that's one of the things about the Facebook marketplace around here. I have a neighbor, or had a neighbor. They moved to the north side of town. She sells a lot on Facebook Marketplace, and she's like, they look at she she meets them at a McDonald's and when near her house, and they look at it and they pay her. It's a done deal. If they get something, I mean, if they don't like what she's got when she gets there, that sounds kind of dodgy. But if she doesn't like that, they don't like the item that she's selling, then they just they just walk away from each other.
yeah,
And I guess Pat, well, she's got cancer right now, so she's dealing with that. But I guess she was doing a couple of $1,000s a month just Facebook reselling.
do, do.
Alrighty, I gotta go. We got appointments today.
All right.
Y'all have
Everybody
a
take it easy.
y'all have a great day. Thanks for coming in here and hanging out with us, Mr. Sadie. Thanks for popping in. You guys, any of you guys are always welcome, and girls can't be sexist here. Are always welcome to come in. Just behave yourself. That's the reason Lag hadn't been in here.
COVID shot for Tom.
Um, no, we're not doing any more shots. Uh, anyway, thanks for coming in. Have a great day. Todd, have a good time at the sale. Buy a bunch of stuff to be able to tell about it tomorrow.
I'll try.
Alrighty. Bye, guys.